Morning, Leslie. Another nice one.
Yeah, lovely day, isn't it?
Sun is blazing down here, Melton, you know. It's beautiful.
It's lovely.
I don't know what the forecast is for the weekend. Someone say to me I'm supposed to hoss it down on Sunday, but is that right? As sort of touch and go? I don't know. You can't believe too much what people say, can you?
Sunday's a bit iffy, but we can always put on a coat, can't we? Or get an umbrella, or get the hat out, or something like that. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be nice today, tomorrow, most of Saturday. I think a little bit iffy on Sunday, but never mind.
Can I ask you something, boy?
Of course you can.
Do you know if Trooping the Colour is on? Because it used to be on a Saturday, didn't it? But
yes.
Someone say that is Trooping the Colour today.
Yes.
And I love watching that, because that make you feel proud, seeing the... I don't know how they all march in time like that. You're waiting for someone to trip up, but they don't do that.
No, they don't.
They don't do that. And the thing that get me is, right, all the horses, well, because... they do the business, don't they? The horses, you can't train the horses not to crap, can they?
No, that's true.
And then you get the soldiers marching behind. No, but that's right, innit? Because I watch for this sort of stuff, and I think, are they going to try and dodge it? But they don't. They go right through it. And I shouldn't want to clean them shoes afterwards, would you?
No, I would.
But is it on today?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So it all starts at 10 o'clock at Buckingham Palace, okay? Members of the royal family will be on horseback and in carriages around about 10:30, and then the event turns into the Trooping of the Colour. So it all starts around 10 o'clock this morning. And
is it on the telly?
It'll be on the telly, yes. Yeah, BBC One, I expect.
Watch that this morning, then, boy.
Yes.
I shall be sitting there in my element this morning watching that.
Lovely. Have you got plenty of guship in for the weekend?
Yes, I have. I got years. We got Victoria sponge in the fridge, keeping cold.
Lovely.
And the girl Rosemary next door, she's making this Jubilee trifle. I don't know what the hell that's about, but she said there's something on the telly about a Jubilee trifle, so she's making that.
Well, that'd be
and
nice.
On the Sunday, this is why I asked you to see about the weather, because we're planning to sit in the garden. We've got some Union Jack flags.
Yeah.
And we were going to sit out there and have, not a tea party, that's the wrong thing to say, but, just sort of sit out there and raise a glass to Her Majesty while we're having a bit of trifle and a bit of sponge,
Very nice, yeah. And she's done well, hasn't she?
You don't need to be extravagant, do you, Leslie?
Well, you can't afford to be, can you?
Well, there's some people in Melton, they spend a fortune, boy. They got flags out the front, they got bunting, and you can tell, and there'll be money next week. They ain't got the money because they've spent so much on. You don't need to go overboard, do you?
No, you got to take it careful. You can be, have a good time, can't you? Take it carefully without spending too much.
What are you doing then?
I'm working today. Tomorrow, Brian. Guess what?
What?
I'm going to St Paul's Cathedral for the service tomorrow.
On tomorrow?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
How'd you sponge a ticket for that then?
I got a letter.
What do you mean you got a letter?
I got a letter saying
you're now
Yeah, it is. It is.
I got that thing. Got your thing?
I got that thing. Yes, I got that thing, and then they said, "Would you like to come?" And I said, "Yes, please." So I've got to get there. I need some advice, really, because you're a gentleman of a certain age. I've got to get there at 8:30 in the morning. Okay, into St Paul's Cathedral, but it don't start till. What?
What do you want to be getting in that time for?
That's what you've got to get in early, apparently, but it doesn't start until 11:30. So I'm a bit worried about if I need to go.
Well, that's bloody ridiculous. If they don't start till then, blast, I wouldn't rock up at the church in Melton 3-4 hours for a christening or something. So why is that? I suppose what is that? Are the royals going to be there then?
Yeah, they're all coming. Yeah, the whole lot of them will be there. Yeah.
So as for security then, Leslie?
Yeah, must be. Yeah, get me in.
Yeah,
get me
out. I
expect
you'll be frisked on the way in, boys. So make sure you wear good underwear.
I will. Leslie's looking forward to that bit as well. Do you know what the young'uns are calling the Platinum Jubilee, Brian?
The youngsters?
Yeah, do you know what they're calling it?
Well, I don't know. Do they talk?
I think this is probably mostly on social media, but it's being described as Plattijubes.
Plattijubes?
Plattijubes.
Now, what's the point of that? If you see, this is where it all fall apart for me, boy, because the youngsters now they walk about with the trousers down by the backside, don't they? And they're sort of dragging their heels along as if they've got all the weight of the world on the shoulders, and they all sort of talk like out-of-towners, don't they? You know, do you find now the people, you know, the boys and the girls, right? They're Suffolk born and bred, but why are they talking like out-of-towners?
Because they watch the television and, they're watching Love Island and stuff like that, so they talk a bit of the old estuary English now, don't they, rather than hello together and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right, because, you know, I listen to them sometimes when I'm down in the thoroughfare, and I think, I don't know, why you can't just talk proper, instead of all these yah-yahs and all that lot, you know, I don't understand it, boys. There's a way it's going on.
I'll tell you what, if you come across some youngsters today, just say, happy platty jubes, and you'll be down with the kids.
I ain't saying none of the sort. I ain't going to say that to them, but I hope you get on well tomorrow at the, what time you got to leave in?
Well, I'm going to drive down, so I reckon I'm going to have to leave probably about 6:30 tomorrow morning to get there for 8:30.
You're mad. I wouldn't do that. You're mad. I wouldn't want to drive down there that time. Can you imagine how busy it's going to be tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to probably drive down to a tube station and park there and get a tube in.
There, you see, that's right. That's what the neighbour Mark has done, because he took Glenda down there for a ducky weekend last weekend, and he parked at the tube, and he said, "There's no way on earth I'm driving there." No,
I don't fancy that. No.
He said, "If I get lost, I shall never get out," because they ain't got the patience, have they?
No, they haven't.
I mean, he said to me when he come back, he said he never seen people sort of bibbing the horns and he reckon the cycle is getting worse than Cambridge. He say they're just up on the pavements, and that's what I was going to ask you, Leslie, right?
What was that?
I was thinking about you the other day. Can you tell me,
yes,
mobility scooters, right? Are they allowed on the road?
Well, I worry about them. I'm not sure what the rules are. I worry about them because I see sometimes some quite little ones on the road, and I think, oh, okay, that's. I worry about mobility scooters on the road. I don't know what the rules are, but I do worry about them because the traffic's busy, Brian, isn't it?
Well, I went down to Derby's a week or more ago, you know, and as I went down, where the
A12?
Shop is. Huh?
What? A12?
No, that was in Melton. And it was coming up to the traffic lights, you know, you got the pub on the corner, ain't you?
Yes, you have, yeah.
And you turn right, you know, to go off to Derby's, and there was this Pratt, and he was on a mobility scooter, and that weren't a big old thing, you know, because some of them, they hoss along.
Oh, they do, yes, yeah.
You know, you can't keep up with them. And you know, a lot of people, they walk the dogs with them, don't they?
Yes, they do.
You know, the poor little old dog, they're going hell for leather down the path, and the dogs are being jerked along. That can't be good for little old things. But this bloke on a mobility scooter, he was right in the middle of the ruddy road. There was no one on the path. And I doesn't go round him because I think, blast, if someone come round that corner at the traffic lights, they'll smack into me, you know. And he didn't indicate, he didn't put his arm out. Oh. He went sauntering a course to the right.
Oh, dear.
And I thought, you know, if he got hit, whose fault would that be?
I know, I do worry about that. Anyway, Brian, look, 2 days at the Suffolk show, and I had probably, 50 million people coming up to me saying, is Brian here today? Where's Brian? Is Brian here today? Did you go in the end?
What me?
Yeah.
No, I had every intention of going, Leslie. I said to Mother on a Tuesday night. I said to her, I'm going to wait and see how things are in the morning. I said, because, you know, you got to watch the weather, ain't you? It's no good taking her down there, she's getting sodden wet, because you're going to want to come home. So, and that's a right rigmarole, isn't it, really? Let's be honest, you know, you've got to get up early if you want to spend a day. But I did want to make the effort, but she weren't too sharp yesterday, boy.
Oh, okay. A lot of people were asking after you anyway. And I've got some Suffolk show shout-outs. The only trouble is, Brian, I wrote this on a piece of paper, and the bit of paper and me got very wet, so I can only read out some of these because I can't see them all because the ink's run. Would you say hello to Andrew and Caroline in Somersham? They wanted to say hello to you yesterday.
Andrew and Caroline in Somersham?
In Somersham, yeah.
Yes, right, yes, hello.
And Jeremy came up and said hello. I said I'd get him to give you a shout.
Jeremy. Right, yes, right. Oh, yes, Jeremy, hello to him.
And then Karina came over with the kids, 4 of them, but unfortunately the paper's got too soggy and I can't read their names out. I think Matteo, Dequan, Yovi, Orish, I think it is, but there's a bit. So if you just say Karina and the kids.
I think that's the best thing, boy. Karina And the kids, that's right. You should have took a pooter, Leslie.
I should have took a pooter, you're right. And Mum Maureen as well wanted to shout out.
Maureen?
Yes, her Mum Maureen.
I used to date a Maureen.
Did you? Maybe it's her.
Going back now, I doubt it, boy, she died.
Oh.
Going back a few years, she was nice at large, but she was lovely, she was. She used to knit.
That's very handy. Just 2 or 3 more here. Could you get Brian in Melton to wish my mum and dad, Jenny and Colin, a wonderful holiday? He loves them both. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice from a son?
Well, of course he loved them both. I should hope so.
Yeah.
And that's Jenny and Colin.
Colin, yes.
They're going on holiday.
Well, no, we're all on holiday, aren't we? Because it's a bank holiday weekend.
Oh, right, yes. Right. I can't keep up with it, Leslie. They keep changing it, don't they?
I know. Stephen from Belsham, could Brian come over and help me cut my hedge? We've got the in-laws coming tomorrow.
Where is he?
Belsham.
Well, I've got some of them... what are they called? Shears. And they're the ones where you pull the handles down. They're good quality. They're orange. And you pull the handles down and you don't have to get your ladder out.
Robin Ipswich.
I'll be getting a set of them.
Robin Ipswich is 72 today.
Well done, boy. Happy birthday to him.
He almost falls out of bed laughing at Brian each week. Can you send him much love from his sisters Anne and Jane?
He won't get one of them hospital beds in because they have a thing on the side, don't they? That's what we got for Mother.
They're very good. Brian, have a lovely weekend, won't you?